Well, is it part 2 or 3 of this tutorial? Yeah, this is part 3. Okay, so this is going to be setting up the weapons. So if you go ahead and you go download this on Sketchfab, links will be in the description. You will see there's going to be a few odd things you have to actually fix up with this, but I'm not going to be doing that. You know, everything's going to be separate models. You just have to join them up so that they actually correspond. As you can see, I still have a few errors, well, problems with this one. I've got clipping and I don't want that. As I mentioned. So I joined these together and I had to fix the materials, well, the textures as well. So do principal setup, Control Shift T on the principal shader, so Control Shift T, and it's gonna give you a principal setup, just like that. Then you just select the corresponding textures. I hope that's fixed. I had a lot of problems with this weapon, so I didn't want to go into the full detail of, you know, lining everything up again after I messed it up. Because my increment, well, this was set on and it fucked up. For this, it was just parented to an empty. Same with this one, it was parented to an empty, and it had like 6 empties it was parented to, so I just removed the empties and, you know, just Alt P and clear parent, keep transformation, and bring the textures in. So now I'm gonna have a slide and a magazine as well, but I want it to work like this weapon right here. So like this one as well, you can see I've already parented everything and brought the textures in, but you know, I actually want this to work with shape keys instead of, you know, yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna join these up, Control J. So it's gonna be one model, and when I press Alt H, you will see it has this scope with it, but for now I'm just gonna leave it without the scope. For this I'm gonna do exactly the same. Make sure you have the body selected last, Control J, and this origin is going to be wrong, so I'm gonna need to do this. Q and origin to geometry. Okay, W, origin to geometry. Just like that. Now it's gonna spawn in where the origin is, so you're gonna have to make sure you actually set the origin to where you want the hand to be. Now I didn't download some hands or stuff like that, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Just a little bit, not too much. So to do this, I'm just gonna select everything, and I'm actually going to need this as well, Alt H. This as well, save into edit mode, and just select everything and just move it forward until you find a place where you can actually get the hand. I think from here should be fine. Move it up a little bit, so the hand will be around here somewhere. And it's gonna be gripping the yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm gonna have to do that for all of these. So make sure you got everything selected, and this is where it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. This is where it's gonna be spawning to. Well, this is going to be the spawn point. Same with this one. This one is a little bit high poly, as you can see. Getting a little bit of a lag with this. And I cannot see the origin. Where is its origin? Okay, before I do this, I'm just gonna press W origin to geometry so I can actually have a point of reference I can work with. So down, GZ. I think that should be fine. And I actually had to scale these up, and I actually scaled them according to the pistol, believe it or not. But I think it should be fine, you know, going further into this. And also the scale of the weapons are not gonna be, well, proper. Okay. Now let's start by going to global first and lining them up with the camera. And then scaling them down. And actually let's just use maiden point for this. So now I'm using this as a point of reference so I can actually see how it's going to look. And as you can see, it might still be a little way too big. Scale them down, GZ, bring them in. I cannot see them. I think that should be just fine. Now they are very small. So before I do any, well, Control A and scale, just do that. Control A and rotation, because we are gonna get problems if we don't do that. So obviously I don't have hands or arms, so I'm just gonna have to burn these and, you know. So I don't know if you know how this weapon works. If you've played any type of first-person shooter concerning a weapon like this, this is the first one I am going to be doing. So, first of all, you can either use armature for this, that's going to make the animations a little easier, but I want to use shape keys. So that would be down here by this triangular shape. You can see shape keys. You get the base model, so this is where you edit the model from. Then you get the, you know, what you can edit with this. Okay, so tab into edit mode. Now I want to show you how I am going to do this. Like I said, you can do this with armature, but I'm not going to be using the armature. Control L. I'm going to need those. So G, see these. I'm going to need this. So this actually pops forward, and when it's all the way forward to about there, I don't know why that looks like it does. No, this is actually clipping. Okay, but this is supposed to pop forward. I think it might be just a little off. Yeah, it might be a little off. You can see what happened there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna remove these real quickly so I can just play with the base of this, so I can actually see where it's clipping, so I can actually fix it. It looks a little better. And then I'm gonna make the shape keys. But this does not look right. Actually it does. I'm not sure exactly why it's made like this. It might not be up to standard, but okay. Because basically how this thing works, it goes out, then it rotates. Then, well, actually first it rotates and then it goes out and then it comes back. But okay. Just make sure this is properly lined up, as it was before. Remember, doing anything with the base is where you actually edit the model from. The second shape key is where you actually do your shape. So doing this. So when I tap out of edit mode, you will see it now. I can now animate it from here. Okay. Now I'm going to need the rotation on this as well. I'm going to make another shape key. Tap into edit mode with that shape key. Then I'm going to have to get my 3D cursor where this is supposed to rotate from. So I can't just do Shift S cursor to select it because it will not work. I'm going to have to get a point of reference where this is going to rotate from. We just have a quick look. Control I, just hide that real quickly. So I think right there should be fine. Shift S cursor to select it. And then I'm going to switch this to 3D cursor. Alt H, and you can see that the empty is still there. That's the one I'm going to use to add the bullet spawn. Okay, so for this shape, I'm gonna have to select this whole thing again, Control L, this one, make sure only that is selected, then I'm gonna press RY. So basically that's how it works. So it pops up and the rotation is still not correct. So it pops up, goes forward, bullet goes in, this goes back, and this goes down. But that usually goes a lot faster than that. Okay, so that's a reload animation for this. And I think this would be the hammer. I'm gonna make another one that's going to be reload 1, reload 2, not 21, and fire. Seven's edit mode, select this, Control L, and then just bring it back. And again, I feel like this is off. Why do I feel like this is off? Okay, maybe it's just how it's made. And then, boom. Okay, I think that should be alright. So this one would be the next one. And this is why I said it might be easier to use the... What in the same hell is going on here? That's supposed to be part of the weapon, but I'm not sure where this came from, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. Okay, so now I'm gonna need new shape keys for this. First one will be base, second one will be fire, and third one will be reload. So this one is going to be fire and reload 1 and reload 2. So that's the reason I'm making 2 reloads. If you know how a pistol works, if you do a reload and you have a slide that actually, you know, goes back, I'm gonna have to go fire first, tab, and just select this. So L, and please don't tell me these are all separate. They are all separate. Oh boy. I'm gonna make it easier on myself, you know, while doing this. Something is wrong with this pistol. You see there's a face in there that's not supposed to be there. But editing the base before you do that. Edit the base before you do anything else. I'm gonna add some vertex groups. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be main. Slide and mag. And just assign that to slide. Control L. Well, actually, just select the slide and just hide those faces. And I'm gonna need this. Why didn't it select that? For the slide as well. This is some bullshit. Okay, so I just assigned this to main, and obviously I have this mag not assigned properly, so it's going to be assigned to mag. So it's going to be easier to, you know, select these. Now this is probably going to be assigned to main, so select. You will see it's going to be... No, it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna select the main and just hide that. Let's see, there's a part of that. Slide, and I can just go all with this and just assign this to slide. Then I'm gonna go Alt H and make sure I got the slide selected and just select. Looks like it did a pretty good job. Okay, so now I need to fix what's going on with this. So tab, just select the main and select the mag. Just press H. Let's see what happened. And remember, you make sure you're in the basis. So I'm just gonna delete that face and see if that actually does it. It's not supposed to have a face on the inside of this. And also I've got this part right here, which I never parented. So Control J. And this is gonna be main. Let's see what happens when I try to Alt H and just select this, select. Okay, so this, you can see this is actually part of the slide. Select. Okay, so now I can just pop this back. I can see I've got this face which I don't want in there because this is where the bullet comes in. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. What that is this? Wow. That is how it's supposed to look. So when it pops back, the bullet will come out on this side. You can just make a small bullet that pops out, and you can just pop that back into place. But now I edited the base and I wasn't supposed to do that, so let's see if I can just properly line this back up. That should, yeah, that's fine. So this is gonna be fire. There's the one I wanted to edit. That pulls back, bullet pops out, and the slide just goes back. Okay. So now I'm gonna go for reload. You can see it just pops back. So this is gonna pop back. And then this one is going to go with the mag. So hit A and select the mag. So you're gonna have to be on side view to do this properly, so make sure you can actually see your weapon. This is going to be in my way, so I'm just gonna move it forward a little bit. So this comes down, maybe somewhere around there. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so now we can test all of these out. So the base, fine. Fire, load 1, snaps back, and then reload 2, the mag comes out. So it comes out, and then you snap it right back. If it's gonna allow me to. Come on, you piece of shite. So it goes back, and the slide goes forward again. Okay, for some reason I'm getting some weird. I'm not sure what the hell is going on now. What is it supposed to be? Okay, found out what happened. Like I say, you get the point. You see what's gonna happen. So now I'm gonna do exactly the same for this guy. I'm gonna need shape keys, and I'm gonna need vertex groups. And trust me, it has all of those. Actually, this is fine. Obviously this one isn't gonna go that far, but we can do that with the shape keys. We can fix that up. So making this one go further out and this one not as far. Cool. Okay, shape keys. So I'm not gonna have to reload. So far, 7's edit mode. Now this is what I mean about we're gonna fix that up. So I'm gonna move this all the way back. I think this actually just goes back this far. And I'm gonna need this one, Control Owl. I think it's only gonna go back this far. There you go. It's gonna pop out the bullet, so this is actually gonna be very fast. And then for the reload, I think this would just pop open and this will pop back. So actually I can just use the fire for that. Actually no, I cannot. I don't know why I press Control Z and the whole fucking thing freezes. And it's not like I have a slow PC. I've got like 30 gigs of RAM and a GTX 750 Ti graphics card with more than a terabyte fucking space, but okay. I'm on a Core i5 hard drive, Core i5 CPU. Okay, so tab into edit mode. And it's still freezing, why? Why? What's going on? This is so fucked up. Just by trying to tab into edit mode, seriously? Jeez, how hard can it be? Okay, so I'm gonna select the mag. Select. So the reload, remember, that's gonna pop back, that's gonna go down. Out of sight, out of mind. You're not gonna see that. Okay, that's why I needed to reload. And it's gonna pop open. That's gonna come back. And that's going to come back. And you can actually just have him pull back on that just for fun of it. So rotating the weapon and then doing the reload. Okay, so I think we've got about everything set up. So first of all, I'm going to move this to the side, and I want the pistol. The pistol is going to be the first thing I want to parent to my camera. And then I'm gonna need animations for this. And like I said, I don't have any hands on this. I'm not gonna use any hands, but in the future I might just put that in, you know, just for the fun of it. I just need to either model it or download some, but I don't have a lot of time for that right now. So this is going to be the last part of the tutorial, lining these up and adding them to the camera. So Control B and Object, RZ, and I think somewhere around there should be fine. Going into timeline, well, actually dope sheet. Make sure you're an action editor, and let's go for new action and pistol fire. And this is going to be a very slow and a very fast animation. So what's gonna happen now is we're gonna have shape keys running and the pistol itself being animated. Just know that. And also my king is set to scale, so I'm gonna need location and rotation, or just I'm just gonna go for rotation, so I can just, you know, do a little bit of recoil. But when I do a location on this, it's gonna snap. Your character is going to be all the way over there, and the pistol will stay down. It will snap back to where the animation was made. But I think there is a way to do that by doing the delta location, if I'm not mistaken. Delta location rotation or visual, I'm not completely sure. Let's see if this works. Okay, turn that on. Remember, we still have the action editor going, so what I'm gonna do is gonna edit this, insert one keyframe, and I think it should be about, let's go for about 5 keyframes for this. So the pistol itself is going to go back, it's gonna go RX, see that? It's a little too slow, but I'm running 20 frames per second for some reason, and it's not supposed to be 20 frames per second, it's supposed to be 60 frames per second. That's a little better. Okay, so from here, this is where the shape keys comes in. So making sure I'm in shape keys, and there's gonna be fire. So from here, I'm gonna add a, you just click there, then you can go and bring that back, click there again, and just bring this up. Make sure you add that in and bring that back. See that? Quick and easy. Okay, now I'm gonna need some, you know, reload animations. So now I'm gonna go to my action editor. Action, repeat. So pistol fire, I'm just gonna push down on that animation. And I don't think it picks up this animation right there, so I don't know what this is. Bullet scale. Oh, it was for the bullet. So it's not picking up the shape keys right there, but if you go to the non-linear, you will see there's a key action. This key action, if you bring it down, you can see that there's going to be pistol fire shape, and then just Control A and Control C, pop that in there, and just pop that in there, Control V, so we know what we're looking for. Then push down on that animation. Pretty easy. Now we're gonna need a reload. So I'm hoping this actually works with the, because I know when you do it with the armature it works fine, but I've never tried it like this. Don't get me wrong. So new, and this is going to be pistol. Yeah, pistol reload, I think that will be fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this about 80 frames. So insert, and also insert that, so it doesn't play that animation. It's not supposed to play it. Non-linear, let's just go back there and just make sure it doesn't play this anymore by just turning this off. Okay. Okay, dope sheet. So when this happens, your pistol will actually pop open. So now let's say it's empty, so this will pop open just like this. So on first frame, then I'm gonna start by animating the weapon, because I actually do have this. So let's say from 20 frames on, I'm gonna go RX and RY. Oh, my network just fucked off. Why? Okay, I don't know what the hell happened there. So no more music, no more music. Okay, we got music. No, we don't. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Just give me a moment, I'm just gonna pause this real quickly. See, this is messing around as well. Okay, so let me just go check my router quickly. Alright, so I'm back. I had to switch to my Wi-Fi just so, but it works. So where were we? Oh, come on. The one thing I hate about Blender. I'm just gonna pause until this thing decides to work with me. I can't even move my mouse. Oh god. Blender is fucking up my old PC. Come on, man. Why? I guess it decided to work with me again. And apparently when I play this video, it's gonna start bugging me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix this. And I see my music isn't playing again, so Why in the bloody hell can't I see this? I'm gonna do the reload, and the same principle will be used for this. So, you know, the principle I used for the pistol. So let's get it on. So I'm only gonna do this one, and you should be able to do this one yourself. Okay, so back to timeline. I'm gonna insert, and also I'm gonna insert reload 1. So about on 20 frames. I'm gonna have to pull this down a little bit, bring it back, and do this. Maybe RZ a little bit, just like that, so that I can see that slide. So from here, I'm gonna make sure this is on, and I'm just gonna pull this back. Oop. See that? It happens. Goes forward. Need to add this one as well. This one is going to be, well, actually before that one, so from there the bullet goes in, so the weapon will go forward a little bit. So maybe like there, just a little bit, not too much, just a little subtle movement. But also I think this is one of the, okay, that was wrong. Oh, and I pressed Control Z. Now I'm probably gonna get a freeze again, just for pressing one bloody fucking shortcut. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this again because I can guarantee I'm gonna have a freeze for about 5 minutes. I hate Blender. Okay, I guess it wasn't that long. Oh, come on! There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, I pressed it again. Why? Why are you doing this to me, Blender? Why today? Okay, that should be good. Okay, so I'm just gonna push down on these animations. And as you can see, rifle fire, key. I don't want this as fire, there's going to be reload. Keeping it nice and organized. So now I can find this in my logic editor. You can always, if you see, okay, something is wrong, maybe right there, you can just step into edit mode. For this, you can just step into this and you can just edit that keyframe right there where you feel something is wrong. So for me, I feel I can just rotate this a little bit to the side. So maybe not there. And you can also do this, copy the rotation. So Control C, and for some reason I can't copy the rotation because I'm in edit mode for this, which is a bummer. Okay, but let's see. So it turns back a little too soon. So that makes the animation look a little bit more, you know, natural. Not completely, but okay. I just wanted to show you can actually do that, you know, just diving into this. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this part of the tutorial. The next video I'm actually going to add fire to these. You know, you can actually use them in the game and switch between weapons. And then the video after that I'm probably gonna do the AI for these guys and just some box gliders, and maybe just get something a little bit better than what you're seeing right there. I mean, this actually looks crappy. I just did that so you can have something to look at. Yeah, so I'm gonna be deleting all of these and just adding in something with armature and something that can track to the player. So we're gonna have, I think, only on the roads I'm gonna have a navigation mesh for these guys, and then just a steering actuator that's gonna track to the player itself. But for now I'm gonna say thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you've always been the little when the next video comes out, guys. Come on, seriously, it's easy. Just press the bloody button. It should be right down here somewhere. Right down here. There's a subscribe button down here somewhere. I know it's right there. You just click it or tap on it with your fingers. Seriously, it's not that hard. There's a subscribe button right there, and there's a like button somewhere down here. I know it's there because I usually use it for other people's videos. And the notification bell, I just turn that on so I can see, you know, when the next video comes out. Seriously. Like me, I like Insum's videos. Insum does a lot of phasmophobia videos. So I'm gonna put a link in the description for his YouTube channel so you can go and check out his gameplay videos on Phasmophobia. He's actually pretty good, and yeah, he's the reason I started playing Phasmophobia in the first place, but I suck at it, so I'm not gonna record that. Seriously, I suck at that. But alright, thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.